there must be an obvious challenge with respect to how you now get indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombians to rise to the occasion, so to speak, to begin and engage in the kinds of conversations that changes the profile or the thinking, the perspective that your mother demonstrated when asked the question, are you Afro-Colombian? And I wondered if you might speak to what might be grassroots kinds of programs or conversations that might seek to combat that challenge of getting Afro-Colombians and indigenous peoples to affiliate themselves with what is a true reality and need, if the progress is to be sustained in terms of the visibility issue.
Well, that is changing. Yeah, that is changing in terms of the youngest generation is identifying more with the issues of Afro-Colombians and they have more awareness. And also those that in the 90s were saying, oh, well, we don't identify with that term, now are coming to have that identity. I think there is more educational campaigns, more internal conversations on race, history, explaining this concept, and also it's a conversation on racial diversity in Colombia as a nation, because issues of Afro-Colombians and indigenous are not mainstream in Colombia. You don't see a lot of the columnists and journalists writing about it. It still is very marginal within the mainstream dialogues that we have in the country. We have dialogue on security. We have dialogue on how we are going to develop the country, the new structure of power, but we have very little dialogue on racial diversity, and from that racial identity. So there's a lot of work in terms of education. I also think that we need to prepare leaders that are willing to challenge the status quo. I believe that. Otherwise, people will not pay attention. Sometimes that's very costly. That costed me a lot. That changed your career. It's like change your life forever. But we need leaders that will be willing to do that beyond their comfort zone or their thinking about their professional career. You know, I moved from point A to point B and then to point C. Well, you don't know. There's uncertainty and ambiguity if you want really to contribute. So you need both. And also is that things that you don't talk much, but Colombia is a country where the dominant narrative is kept by a very highly educated elite, many of them coming here, very technocratic, very, I would say, very conservative, maybe center right, and that is very hostile to issues of race and ethnicity. So how you prepare the same quality of leaders, highly educated, very technocratic and very progressive, that can challenge them. That's what we're trying to do.